Namaskar. My name is Prashant Kerodekar. I am working with SRM College Kuda. My today's topic is Google Classroom. So we will go through with the presentation directly. Here, I am going to present Google Classroom on the occasion of the FDP on e-content development organized by SPK College Savantwadi. As all we people know, the concepts of the classroom teaching. Within the classroom, the students are seated in front of us and we will teach them or we will give them an assignment and we observe them directly. Whereas in virtual classroom, what happens? The students may connected with us via internet or intranet, or the teacher is going to teach them from any locations or give them assignments or notes or anything. Over the Google Classroom, there are within the virtual classroom there are so many wide range of tools are available. One of them is Google Classroom. Within the Google Classroom, we will say how to create your own class, add a co-teachers, join the students, create announcement, create assignment, check student progress. At the end of the year or semester, we will how to archive the class so that the record will be with us. And finally, we will check about the mobile app. So let us go to the classroom directly. Here, first we will check how to create our own class. So I will go over here on the left hand corner of my window. There is three horizontal line. So I will click over there and click on classes. So now here on the right hand side, I will have, this is what we call the dashboard. So when I click on the plus sign, you will get two options like say join class or create class. If the students want to join with this class, they need to click on the join class and they has to put down the class code what we will provide them. Whereas as we are teachers, we want to create a class, so I will click on the create class. So I will put down the name for the class. Say suppose Google Classroom. Say this is what the name I want to suggest. This is my class name. Likewise, here I have created like FYCS, SYCS, and TYCS. So this way we may create a classes. Then section, that means if you have the divisions, then you may supposed to write the division name or your subject, your batch name. So I will put down like A or anything that you wish. Then subject, say suppose e-content, anything that you are teaching them. And if you want to specify, then you may specify the classroom if you wish. Then you have to click on create class. So this takes some time as we are logged with Google account. So look, for this Google Classroom, you people require to have an Google account with the Google. Like say there you have to create your own account by signing in, as like all what we are doing with the Gmail. Similarly, once you log in with the Gmail, on this right hand side corner, you will get the 9 dots. So if you click on the 9 dots, you will have here the classroom option. So within this classroom, once you clear, right now I have logged in, so that's why this option is not available over here. Otherwise, this is like Gmail, then Drive, Docs, Sheets, Slides. So this way, the variety of options are available. One of them option is a classroom, which right now I have logged in. So if I want to show the like this one, say suppose if I am working with the Gmail, these people's most of the people's this concept is no okay, how they are logging with the Gmail. Similarly, once you log in with the Gmail, within this tab you will have a classroom option. So you have to click a classroom, so the dashboard will get open like this is your dashboard, and here you will find the classes that you have created or you have joined. Now I am going to continue with this classroom. So look, this is the what I say the web page of my classroom, and this is the code what I have to share with my teachers or my students, so that they will get join with my class. Similarly, suppose if I want to continue with the video recording or video class, I have to create a Meet link, that is a Google Meet is a software where you can interact with video with the students. So I have to just enable it by clicking over here and click. This is what they are showing, that the link has been generated and that you may share with your student. Similarly, on this right hand side corner, you will have options to change this picture, that you may select a picture, appropriate pictures for your class. Now, once you log in over here, on this side, you will get the upcoming events that you have created or your colleague teachers has been created. And here it will demonstrate, here it will shows like how many assignments or notes you have given. Now, look, this is what it is called as a stream. So within the stream, we will get alert about your all the things within the classroom. Once I entered in a classroom section, there I will get this create option, or you may have a meet option. That means you can conduct a live lecture, or you can visit to the drive that you have created for this particular classroom. So now I click on the create. So once I click on the create, here I will create an assignment. I will create a quiz assignment, questions, then the study material for the students, or I may reuse if I have created any other material and I want to reuse that one. So I may click on over the reuse and the topics that you want to suggest over here. So we will take one example, like say, suppose if I want to give an assignment to the students for this class. So I select one assignment. Within the assignment, I have to give the title to this one. Like say, suppose I say the feedback form. Then here you may give the instructions like all options are compulsory, anything that you wish over here. So this way you may give number of instructions to the candidates. Now suppose if you are having anything that pre-recorded, like say you have already created and you want to reuse, so then you have to click on the add button showing over here. Or suppose you want to create a new thing, then you have to click on the create button. So look, so if I create on the add button, it seems to be slow. Sorry. Okay, if I click on the add button, here I have a Google Drive option. Google Drive is like a local drive what we have with our laptops or desktops. Similarly, this is available with the cloud that we may use and we may access from anywhere and from any device. Just you require your login credentials to get access to your device. So that is one of the beauty of this Drive option. Or you may provide them a link, or if you have a file with your computers and you want to upload the same file and you want to share with this particular assignment, then you may attach the file. Or here, if you have any pre-recorded session or anyone else recorded session and you want to give them for an reference purpose, then which is available with the YouTube, then you may give here the YouTube link as well. Now I want to create a account, create an assignment. So I just have to click on create assignment. So now look, when I click on the create assignment, I will get the options like docs, slides, sheets, drawing, form. So any kinds of assignment you may create, like you may create a docs, that means similar like a Word program what we may use. Slides, that means what we are using like a PowerPoint presentation. Then sheets, that means Excel program that what we use in Microsoft options. So this way, so variety of options are available. Similarly, another option is available like question format. I click here like a forms option. Widely the people right now, the people are using these options for collecting the information from the candidates or from the various persons. So these kinds of options are available with this Google Classroom. So you may create assignments over here. So you have to give any title that you wish to assign for your assignment. And from here onwards, we will start our questions. Like Suppose I want to give the question, I want to collect the information name of the participant. So anything that you want to collect, you may give over here. This is say feedback form. So that what you want to suggest. So this way you may give the name, description that related with this particular, so that you can also put down in the description section. Now, what kinds of answer? This is a question. The what kinds of actions you answer you are expecting from the student. So that you have to give over here. Here um, all kinds of options are available. Like, so say your answer you required is a short answer, you require the answer in a paragraph manner, multiple choice question, check boxes, drop down, or if you want to upload, allow the students to upload the file, or multiple choice grid like question. It means grid means like a tabular format. If you want to provide them options, and your student has to select either one of them. Like, say suppose here one, I will show you one example. Like, this is the first option, second, third, fourth. So this way you may give them options. Like, the student has to select. Like, so suppose if the column option is compulsory, you have to provide them options from here, what kinds of things you want to provide them. So this way the students, suppose if you are allowing, you are adding the new rows. Like, so the first row, so the name is like, say row 1, then second has the row 2, row 3. So this way, suppose you are allowing them, you are adding the over here. Similarly, suppose the columns, column 1, then the column 2 name, column 3. So finally you will have the section like this. Now student has to select any one options from the grid. So this way you may offer them. Now say suppose this particular question is compulsory, the student has to attend, then you have to click over here. So this question becomes compulsory for the student, so they has to answer for this question. Now if you want to add a new questions over here within this, then, or you want to make them duplicate, so duplicate option is also available. If you want to delete, so delete option is also available. Now if I want to add the new question, I put down over here. Look now what kinds of answers I got over here. So this is a way 3 columns and 3 rows that I would have. This is the second question. You want to allow them to have a multiple choice or a paragraph question, so that you may offer over here. If you want to edit this is also available. You can edit these options, and you may give another, suppose you want to collect the answers in another order, so that option is also available. So this is what we have to create options. Once everything is ready, like say this is my second question, and I want here the multiple choice options. So this is option 2, what I want over here, and option 3. So student has to select one, and if this question is compulsory, I put down the compulsory mark for the student. So this way I create a form. Now once it is ready, I have to click over the send option, which is available on right top corner. So I click on the send button. So here you have to select the to whom you are sending. That means email addresses and other things that you have to select. Once it is there, suppose if you want to add a contributors, that means suppose someone else is going to add some questions over here, you may add a contributors also. Otherwise, I will click just like a send. To whom I am sending, I have to give here one of operations, like suppose. So I will get here the address. I click on the send. So here I have to okay, the students are not linked with this, so that's why I got this option. So now this is what it is ready. Now if I want to check how many students has given the responses, so here is the option. So now here waiting for the response, that means no one has given me a response. Suppose now you want to stop this form, you have to just click over here. Now no answers are going to be accepted. Look here, not accepting the responses. That means now the form has been disabled. If the student have got the form but they are not submitted, they are not allowed to submit the responses right now. So this is what the concepts. Now come back to the class. Here we are in the class. So I say this feedback form what we have designed, I want to assign it to the student. So here it goes directly to the assign, or you may schedule as well. If you want to allow this form, uh, like say here, edit options. So you may edit, you may modify anything, and once it is done, you may save this form. So that goes to the, okay. So on this again, I want to show one thing. On the right hand side corner, there are some options. That means how many points you have given for this assignment. Like suppose it is for the 10 marks. So up to the due date that you may set over here, like on which date you want this assignment to be collected from the student, then topic. So this way you may create options over here. So I click like a save or say update. So now this assignment has been published. Similarly, you may schedule the assignments if you wish. Another thing that I want to show you, like suppose you want to join with a Meet. Right now I have already joined with the Meet. So here you have to generate a link so that that link you may share with your students or your colleagues. So if once you save this one, you may share this link to anybody else. Now you may set up your lecture in advance to the student. So here we will have a Google Calendar option. So there I have to select a date on which I want to create a online live lecture. It is quite slow. This is based on my internet connection speed, so that's why it takes some time for the loading this calendar. Okay, so on 6th, say I want to create an event, like I want to take an live lecture. So here you may specify the title, like say for on what topic you are conducting the lecture. Then also you have to select from the date and the time that you are conducting the lectures. Here say add Google video conferencing, so that the peoples will get the same link to join the lectures. So I have to just click over here, so that automatically it will create a link for the same. Once it is done, I have to click on the save button. Here you may suggest as well ki you may add the guests like your principals or your HODs to view your lecture. So this way the options are available. Look now here, Google Meet and 250 students may added to this video conferencing. So this is what the options are available with the class. Now, the second point within our presentation, what I have demonstrated, look here, I need to add, I have created the class. Now I have to add the teachers and I want to add the students. So again, we go back to the presentations, and here within the people's tab, look here, the teachers options are available right now as I have created. So I am over here. If you wish to add the teachers, you have to click on this plus symbol. Now here you have to type the name of your teacher, like say my teacher name is Rahul Deshmukh at srmcollege.in. So if the ID is correct, it is showing over here. So this way you may add multiple teachers to your account, and you have to send invite link, your classroom link to the teacher. So once they accepted, you will get the list over here, and it will show now it is showing like invited. Once they accept the request, they have become a member of this class. Similarly, you may add students to this class. You have to just put down the name of the student, like say So if the address is corrected, then I may invite the students as well. So this is another way that you may invite the students from here. One of the alternative I already shown, like within the stream option, you have a class code. So that class code you have to share with your students and the teachers as well. If they wish to join your class, they has to go with this one option like classroom, and there they may join your class. So this is the options that we have available with us. So this is what the second option from my presentation. Like I created the classroom, I added the co-teachers, I had joined the students, or the students may join from the class code. I have created the assignment like what I have previously did. Now I want to check the progress, and as well as I want to create an announcement. So again, we go back to the classroom. Here, if you want to check the progress of your students, look, we have assigned a marks within the assignment. So once the student has submitted the assignment, you will get here the scorecard of the student. Each and every students will be displayed over what how they have submitted the assignment. On top of that, you may evaluate them. If their answers are correct, you may offer them, or automatically sometimes there is option within the Google Forms like what kinds of options you want to give or correct answers within your questions. So on behalf of that, the marks are allotted to the students, and that is to be showing within the grade symbols over here. So this is what right now nobody has submitted. Because of that, I will get this screen. Otherwise, I will get the screen of the student. So this is one thing. And another option, if I want to create an announcement, that means I want to take a lecture in next like saying tomorrow or day after tomorrow, anything, like I am putting down like what we did in we are displaying notices. Similarly, we may create an uh, announcement. So that is what I say here from you may, or one options I have missed out, like I may reuse the post. So this is the option also available. Look here, you will get the number of classes that you have. Right now I use a Google class. Within the Google class, I have created this assignment. Suppose I want to reuse this assignment, so I have to select that one, click on the reuse. So that will show, look, this is the reuse for the again within your class. So you may change the title. The same feedback form has been. That means if some students are missed out the assignment, then you may reopen the same. And here on right hand side corner, you may schedule this one. That means in future, suppose you want to today, you do not want to share immediately. You want to share tomorrow or day after tomorrow or in any another date. You have to just click here the date and the time, so on, and you can schedule the assignment. So on that day, on that time, the assignment is open to the student. So that is one of the another options that available with this one. So this is another thing. Now at end of the semester, say suppose our classes are over and I want to keep this as a record for me forever. So I have to just click, look here, vertical 3 bars are available to the each class. So I have to click on that vertical 3 bars. Here you will have options like move. That means you want to shift. This is a class of first, like first class, second class, third class. So this way you may shift. Suppose if I click on the move and I want to go with the end class, that means my class goes to the end. So this option is also available, that you may set a priority to your classes. Here again, if I click on this vertical 3 lines, and here is the option called as archive. That means I may archive this entire class, and I may keep this for reference. This is reference for me only. It is available with my drive, so that in future, suppose if I want a reference from this class, it is available forever. So this is where I say it is archived. But remember, once you archive the class, you cannot modify. The class goes from here and it is available with your drive only. If you want to use that class again, you have to visit your drive. So the drive option is available from here and drive. So once you visit it to your drive, you will get your classes. There is a folder within your drive. There is a folder called the Google Classroom, and within that classroom you will get your classes. So this is what I want to show. And finally, the mobile app is also available. Once you search out within the Google Play Store, the Google Classroom, this option is available. You may download that option. That is better because you may anywhere you are not within the within the college and you want to assign any questions or any material, you want to share any materials with the student, so that is possible from the mobiles as well. So that's all about the Google Classrooms. If one thing I want to show over here as well, now look here, the Google Classroom option is available. Within the Classroom, you will get all the things that you did within your classroom. Okay, so look here, the Google Class A, what I have created. So all the options are available over here. One thing I want to demonstrate to you people about, like, look here on the right hand side, what the account I have created, it is account, institutional account, what most of the colleges are required. I want to share you one thing. Now Google has opened a Google Education. Previously it has opened. Now if you wish to create your institutional account over the Google, it is freely available. You will get a free storage space as well as all the options what we have seen previously. All options are available with the Google. You have to just log in with the Google account. As we are belonging to the higher education, you have to select the higher education, and then after you may create a Google account over there. Once your institution has created a Google account, then after you may create a student's account as well as the teacher's account over this institution, so that the students also get benefited. They may get a drive space, they may keep their recordings and keep their assignments, everything is over there, and they may reuse wherever they want. So this is what about the Google Class. um, Anything that if you wish, I am available with this mobile number as well as email ID. Thank you.